I saw this guy clock me from across the street and across the street towards me, really looking at me. Good morning, everybody. Today marks the 4th packing and unpacking in the past week. What can I tell you? I am not a big I'm not a big fan of packing. That I can assure you, especially when I have 1, 2, 3 suitcases, especially when we have 9 p.m. flight, so I'm not gonna spend like a day in LA in a tracksuit, right? Anyway, what I was saying is that I'm so tired of packing, especially because I've acquired quite a few pieces in the States now, so there's a lot to squeeze in the bags. Just like the new Tom Ford Beauty stuff, it's like taking so much space. But then think about like the stuff that I bought in Miami. Then I went to CVS yesterday. I bought so many like supplements, things for back home, for my sister, for her children, bits and bobs. So I'm gonna spend the day, I think, like in jeans and like a top, something like that, along those lines. And then I will pack my tracksuit in hand luggage to change, hopefully to sleep on the flight in. But that's it, more or less. This morning I'm gonna head out to the coffee place next to us. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Alfred's. I think I'm just gonna have a quick coffee and oats next door, maybe with a laptop even, and then do some work. Then I'm gonna head out to Sunset. I want to go to Anita Co, to Chrome Hearts, to 14 Carats. I wanted to go to Maxfield, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. That's the current situation. Now let's finish closing these bags up and let's go have a coffee because I really, really need it. Guys, I just ran downstairs to the front desk because I received something from me from Cloth and Paper. These are for my agenda, semicircle sticky notes. Then, so far, I have a package actually in Milan waiting for me from Made Paper, but this is so far everything that I have is by Cloth and Paper. So I have all sorts of different things. This I swear by. It helps me a lot to visualize the content that I have planned. I'm sorry about this like LED light black line running. Wait, let me try to fix it. There we go, that was easy. So this I swear by. It's basically like a monthly planner. It's great to like, I'm very, very visual person, so it's very important to me. This is task delegation kit. This is for task planner inserts. And then we have a packing list. I love a good packing list. I think it's quite nice. That's it. I'm gonna make sure that I place this in my agenda actually right away because that way it takes less space. Today I'm staying here for the breakfast and this is not all I've ordered. I'm gonna I don't know, the oats are really calling me, but I've also ordered avocado toast and eggs, my oat milk latte with cinnamon of course. And guys, I have to share something with you. The oats are too good to be real. They're so good. I really recommend this place. But I sat down, I was going through my DMs because I love to speak to you guys, of course. And so many of you message me that there are so many robberies going on in LA that literally it's like every day people getting robbed here, like violently, for the watches and jewelry, and I feel so petrified now even to walk back to my hotel, which is like, I don't know, like 20 steps. Honestly, I feel like I don't even want to go anywhere. I just want to stay in the hotel because I got so many messages that are saying, please stay safe, take off everything. That's devastating. Just when I was like, I want to spend all the possible time in LA eating the oats, which are insane, and my eggs just arrived as well. I think I'm gonna finish this first and then I'm gonna get to this. I was starving. I mean, I told you I was hungry, right? Let's get on to this one now. Well, I think I told you I was hungry. This girl can eat. This is divine. Now, let's have my cinnamon oat milk latte. Okay, so a few little updates that I have to share with you. Our sun is out. That makes me happy. I got petrified basically while I was in that cafe because people were like, take off all your jewelry. Like, you guys were so kind to let me know that I should be very, very careful. Then some people were saying, okay, you don't have to worry in like West Hollywood or Beverly Hills. It's fine. It's more so downtown. However, like, you know what? There's no need for me to risk it. Also, my stories are not going in real life, like real time. My stories are like 4 days behind basically. So not 4 days behind, that's like really exaggerated. My days are like 2 days behind, but by the time that I posted in LA, which was now, I'm leaving. So I'm going to London. And because I'm leaving to London, the joys of traveling, passenger locator form, UK, because I have to fill out the passenger locator form in order to be able to enter the UK. Where is this? I did my PCR test, I took off my jewelry, I changed my outfit. What I didn't tell you, this is kind of interesting. Basically, I left Pendry, the cafe where I was having my breakfast, and then it's only like 20 steps to the hotel. I started walking, and you know, no one's walking really on Sunset that much. It's mainly like people driving. So I saw this guy clock me from across the street and across the street towards me, really looking at me. And you know, like, also I feel like in the States people don't really look at other people, like people always mind their business, like in the UK. He was really looking at me, and I got so scared that I actually crossed the street. Like, I stopped the traffic because it was not like pedestrian. Don't tell anybody, don't do this. But I was so scared that I basically stopped the traffic. There was a lady who let me go, and I crossed the road because I was so scared, and then I had to cross again. So now I'm leaving the room. I just need to fill out the passenger locator form. Like I said, I put on a jacket, I changed my outfit because I was like, the other top, I love that top so much, but the sleeves are like kind of, they stop here, so I can't really cover my wrists. Change of plan, passenger locator form, then going to town, then Chaconi's for lunch, then maybe like drinks at Beverly Hills Hotel, and then I'm gonna be back in London tomorrow. But like I told you also, there's so many things I want to share with you now, but maybe I'll film that tomorrow. I had like a really big breakfast this morning, as you saw. I've been having like really bad IBS at the moment, and I think that's because of like travel, changing of like my routine and the food that I usually have. I'm extremely sensitive to some things like salt and gluten and lactose, which by the way, I don't mind because I love food so much. So I really, you know, when I'm traveling, I find it very hard to stay away from those foods like such as gluten and lactose because I want to try all the new food, and then I suffer. But when I'm at home, I usually stick to my like well-known routine and what works for me, and then I feel much better and lighter. And my IBS is like quite weird. I don't have like bloating and things that most people do. I just have like a lot of pain, and it's like sharp, like a knife-like pain in the stomach. So it's not very cute or nice, but I'll tell you about it yesterday, about my like dietary regime and restrictions and things and why and how. And there's a bit more stuff like about my health, that some of the things are like a little bit interesting, some are like a bit concerning, some a bit interesting, so maybe I can talk to you about that in tomorrow's video. Yeah, today now I've packed, they've collected the luggage actually, I got everything under control, my passenger locator form's done. Like honestly, it took me so long to do that passenger locator form, like 20 minutes, because my PCR test, so now you have to like isolate in the UK. When you go back, you have to do the PCR test, you have to have like the code for the test that you need to type in, like that you've ordered it for you arrive. Like it's such a whole thing. So I was doing that, and we're gonna head out now, so I'll take you with me as always. Guys, I didn't actually vlog anything. I'm not even allowed to vlog here because it's like a very usually celebrity packed place, but we are at Beverly Hills Hotel, where I very often come when I'm in LA, and we had the granola bowl that they just like reformulated apparently. It was delicious. It's gone. This is my second breakfast of the day because the first one clearly wasn't enough. I had so much for breakfast. I had like avocado toast with poached eggs and overnight oats. How, like, can you believe that? And I ate all of that. So yeah, I'm just responding to your comments in the last video. I responded to almost all of them. We were talking about that and enjoying this beautiful view. Last time I was here, I believe, was like, well, more than 2 years ago for sure. And I love this view so much. Look at this. I stayed here for Coachella 2018. I love it. When it's sunny and beautiful December, people are like drinking champagne by the pool. I don't want to film them. And like enjoying their time covered in blankets. I hope you can see me and hear me very well. We are currently at LAX airport. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but it took us so long. It's like 7 p.m. We left at 5. I guess it's normal, nothing strange there. So we had a really nice afternoon, just like walked around Beverly Hills, went for a little nice granola bowl at Beverly Hills Hotel. I love it there. I think it's so beautiful. Then we walked around. I went to the 14 karat store. Obviously I didn't vlog anything there because like diamonds and stuff like that, and I just felt like it didn't really feel like, I don't know, it didn't feel comfy for me to vlog it there. I didn't buy anything because I just felt like prices were so good. Everything was pretty much 50%, like diamonds, great diamonds, blah blah. But I don't know, maybe I was just not in like a spendy mood, which is a first. Now I'm gonna change because I'm still in my like Chanel blazer, in jeans. I've got my Shirling Louis Vuitton slippers, and I'm gonna change in the tracksuit outfit that you've already seen throughout this Vlogmas like billion times. I'm gonna change, then we're gonna board the flight, and it's like gonna be 9 p.m. flight. I think I've like explained this already. It's a bit of an unusual day because actually when we get on the plane, like I'm gonna fall asleep right away. There's no point lying about that. I'm gonna fall asleep right away, and I am gonna wake up. It's gonna be 3 p.m. next day in London, so it will be very early in the morning in LA, but it'll be 3 p.m. in London, so I'll lose half a day tomorrow. So I'll try to keep you company as much as I can this evening in LA. So before we take off, you guys know what I've got. I'm gonna remove my makeup. I brought with me this Typology, it's like a cleansing balm with camellia oil. It's really nice. I really love the packaging, it's so cute. And then when I land, I just have some Tom Ford concealer that I just tried for the first time ever during this trip. I have some Kiehl's lip balm. I have like a few other things. I think they're just like around my bag, and this like cuticle oil. I do have so many things in this bag because this bag, literally, I'm sorry, but this big bag is the best. It actually fits everything. So we got this something. It's Honey Mama's bar eyebrow situation, so I can look semi-okay when we land. I don't know, I have a few bits and bobs here and there. Let's check out what they have in this lounge. I would like to have a meal before we actually get on the plane because, well, you guys now know that I do not eat food on the plane, and I just like to specify that that's not because I'm snobby or like, oh, I don't eat the plane food, whatever. It's actually because the food on the plane has like high intake, like high, what's it called, a high amount of salt in it, and I'm not allowed to take any extra salt at the moment. So here is my dinner. I was saying I'm not allowed to take any extra salt, which means I'm not allowed to eat very salty food or add. I will explain throughout Vlogmas, hopefully a little bit more, maybe even tomorrow. I'll fill you in, like I said, about my current health situation. So I am tired, but also because I feel, you know, like on that day when you're traveling, usually you just feel a little bit like packing and like everything, sorting out, going to the airport, catching a flight, blah blah blah. But it's all good. I'm very happy because then I can fall asleep and hopefully wake up in London. Just arrived at my seat, so should I give you a little tour before I put away my bag? Let's see. Current thoughts are that that bag is literally like insane for traveling. We're still obviously at the, what you call it? You see it. We're still at the airport. My little cupboard, but it doesn't fit much really, and I don't have a coat to take off, so it is what it is. And I'm just gonna, the moment we take off, I'm literally gonna make this bed so that we can put a movie on, actually make bed and sleep. And to be very honest with you, these little pods for like when you're flying, I love so much that I would love to have a bed which is like a little pod with a screen that comes out and a little table where you can like work, watch something, and just feel so cozy. I don't know why, but for some reason I just always feel so happy when I'm like in a secluded area napping and watching something. I feel so relaxed, especially because there's no internet and no Wi-Fi. Like, well, there is Wi-Fi, but I'm not gonna connect to it. I'm just gonna charge my phone because when we land there's gonna be a lot of stuff to, well, yeah, we'll see, you know how it is. So that's about it. I think I will just like slowly relax, and then that's pretty much it. Doze off, I guess. I'm not gonna eat on the plane, obviously. I had a little salad, I had a little avocado chicken sandwich, and I can now relax and watch a Christmas movie because LA, even though it's so sunny and all these palm trees and stuff, put me in such a Christmas mood because we saw these houses on the way to the airport. They were like decorated, one more than the other. It was insane. I loved it.
Among